Now, the Livewire.
Some people get themselves into situations in life where they just have to provide, but she's had to work hard to break herself out for her existing family and to try to grow to a different direction, because it kind of goes into those modes. We all make stupid decisions when we're younger, or we all get into things sometimes that we have a trouble getting out of, but the entire storyline is more or less growing her the opposite direction, and she's trying to find that way out.
Here's the Livewire with Branden.
Today on the Livewire, I'm joined by Cory and Chad via the phone. Northwest Arkansas rock band Red Echo is where they come from. These guys are no strangers to the local music scene. In fact, I've known this band for well over a decade, been on stage introducing them before. I've seen them evolve, disappear for a bit, and now make a serious comeback. Brand new music, renewed energy. I think you'll like them too. We talk about the early days of the band, the changes in Northwest Arkansas and the music scene, and what brought Red Echo back together, and what fans can expect as they hit the stage for that Local X showcase this Friday at West End in Fayetteville. It's always cool seeing hometown bands rise again, and Red Echo is definitely back. It's Cory and Chad from Red Echo out on the Livewire. Chad and Cory from Red Echo. What's going on, guys?
How much? How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing good. Long time no hear, man.
Yeah, been a minute.
What's going on?
I'm happy for y'all getting on these showcase shows. I didn't know very much about it because Kenny's been rocking them, but I'm stoked that they're doing it, and it's cool that you guys are getting all those votes.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting to. It feels like it's been a minute since we've been part of the scene around here or in Fayetteville. I mean, it's been years, going back to 2000 and probably 14 or 2013.
2014, I think, the last time we played in Fayetteville.
When you even introduced us on stage a few times. And
yes.
It seems like it's been forever.
And so you all been practicing, and just playing sort of your own. Have you been playing one-off shows and playing around the area? What Red Echo has been up to?
So, recently, I mean, since then, we kind of took a hiatus for a while. And then we decided right around, I think it was 2023.
Yeah.
In February, we decided, you know what, we're going to get back to it just for fun, try to play some shows, get into some venues. But it was after that period of time, it's almost like starting over again. And, some of the music scenes, even around here, Tulsa, some of the markets and jobs, they just kind of changed a little bit. And we felt like it was a new start of trying to get our name out there again to play. But, I mean, it's been fun. We've been in the writing process and just kind of stayed in our little studio area, worked on some recordings for some music. And then we were playing regularly in Tulsa for a while, traveling back and forth. But we're just kind of happy to be out in the music scene and try to rebuild it.
That's exciting, man. I've talked to a lot of bands on the podcast that are, continuing to keep it going. Man, I've heard of resurgences of all of these incredible bands. I'm sure you guys take that as inspiration, hearing all these, old school rockin' bands getting back out on tour and doing their thing. Do you take motivation from that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why I said the rebuilding process is you don't use it, you lose it. You step out of it for a while, we get back, and it's when you don't connect or reconnect with a lot of those people around, and then you're back and you're trying to connect with all these other people and get to know everyone. It's just been the full rebuilding process for us, and trying to book these shows, trying to get back into the scene. It's fun. It's like renaming the band and starting over again, even though that's not what we did. We've just been in a new writing process and taking motivation from everything around us on where we're at now on the scale of where we started, where we were, and then what the music is now and how different it is.
Does that change the writing at all? What you're writing about and sort of your focus on the music? Has that changed your lyrics?
Writing has been a little different, yeah. I feel like we've evolved.
Yeah.
I feel like our largest evolving part of it is the music. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed everything we've written. I think Chad and Mike have as well. And we've been through the changing of drummers processes a few times in situations, but the process of the music has only gotten better with time. I think that's the change, like in just us as growing our talent a little bit. But if you go back and listen to original Red Echo albums, like the very first songs and stuff that we let out to the stuff that we're doing now, it's a little more complex. The sound is a little bit different. The writing style, I feel, is a little bit different. It gets grown, but I think to a more professional level of breaking down the songs. Not just feeling like we're back in the early days when we were starting just to write for speed in the garage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting into a better writing habit. You probably remember Eric Drury.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, Drury's our drummer. He's been with us for a little while now. And everything has just clicked really good, I guess you could say, sense of writing, compatibility, where we're at now. The scientific methods of things have been more fluent. So it's been a really good process this last probably year, even more than it has since 2023.
So you're doing these practices, and of course you're recording. You have a brand new song out, a new single out. Is the live performance really where you guys are staying at it? I've always heard Red Echo plays a lot of great live shows. So is that something that you guys are holding on to? Is really booking out those live events?
Trying to, yeah. It seems like the music scene is not the same as it used to be. When we first came out in 2012, we jumped on national acts left and right. It seems like that's every show we did was that. And then, we started kind of playing out and doing stuff around the East Coast and Florida and Maryland. And then after we took the break and come back, it seems like the Fayetteville has kind of died down. It's harder to get into Georgia. They don't have the shows they used to have.
Yeah,
I think as far as like performance, the question you're asking though, I think I've always thought I like our recordings, but I always feel like we're better as a live band.
Yeah, we're definitely
going to the shows and seeing them. Our live performance outweighs our music.
Yeah, I always think so too, because Chad, you got to show off that hair. It's just glorious. You look like you fit every part of a rocker, and you always have for years. I always like when I see Chad on stage, I'm like, this is going to be a good rock show. And now here you are. We're back on Local X, and you get the votes, the top 3 votes to go out here on this showcase and rock the stage out at an old school venue that you probably haven't played in a while out at West End.
Actually, I don't think I've played there.
I really hadn't remembered very many concerts there or shows there way back when. Maybe someone else remembers playing there, but not too many shows have played out there. So it's nice to see a little event showcasing some local bands for y'all. Who's out there voting for you? Did you go out there and do a little campaigning for this Local X showcase? What happened there?
I still have all the followers on my personal Facebook, and then I sent the link to the showcase out to I don't know how many people on there, and they started voting. And then all the fans, we have a lot of fans still that are
on our Spotify,
Spotify platform, stuff like that. So
we're on most of the platforms as far as music release, and I think it's just that promoting part of we didn't build any flyers or anything. We just shared, and sent it to the people around us. We haven't been on Local X for quite a while, and it's kind of great too. It feels like first full circle back around again to be on there playing. It's like old school roots for us because that's kind of where we started, and I'd say back around 2010 originally. And it's been a minute, so it's kind of cool to see that full circle back around. And then we're playing, and we still have those fans out there. Haven't hit a lot of shows around here, but we intend to.
Yeah.
We intend to build that up.
We do have a couple of them, just not till September and October. We're playing Nomads, I think
nice.
September 5th.
Oh, I love the Nomads venue, too. You get all your, that's where you really get those true fans in a close space with you. So those are always fun shows.
Yeah.
So what is one of your favorite Fayetteville venues? You're kind of talking about some other ones kind of drowning out. Is there something that you look forward to possibly playing on a stage there in Fayetteville?
2 spots in there that I really want to play again would be the backstage at George's, and then I'd love to get into, now it's the Ozark.
The Music Hall.
JJ.
Yeah, the Ozark Music Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like somewhere where you guys belong. You kind of mentioned it a little bit. Red Echo was opening up for large bands 2012. These singles, this music that you guys play is just I mean, it's viral. It sounds so great. So this latest tune that you have, this latest single, what's the name of it?
Stiletto.
You guys are rocking this single now. Take us through the process with that. Are you guys recording at home? How do you do the recording process?
Actually, James Bevins, he's got Sonic Sound Studios, and he lives in Farmington. He's got a recording studio at his house, and we go with him because he can mix, master, and record, mix, and master all right there in his studio.
Yeah, that's always a great thing where they're, you feel like you've done all the work, and then they're like, all right, we're going to send this off to master now.
Yeah.
You're like sending your baby out the door. You're like, what? Okay. So that's nice. You get all one-stop shop.
That's right. And he does a great job.
Very cool. Very cool. So what's next? So you've got this showcase on Friday out there at West End. You got a new single out. You said you've got Nomads coming up. Is there an entire album coming out soon, or how are you guys releasing this music?
Most of it we're releasing kind of singles. It seems like nobody really wants to buy albums anymore. I still kind of want to put it on a CD and kind of put things together, but it seems like that's a dinosaur for the music industry, Yeah,
it does, man. I've been doing this for a bit. I get every once in a while a local band that'll hand me a CD, and I'm just like, wow, thank you. I'm like, it's almost like it's nostalgic, like you hand me a fossil or something. I'm still into it though. Like I have a CD player in my car, so like I'll still rock a CD here and there. But you're right. So it's kind of a different process with singles and releasing music. Do you guys do any music videos? Are you planning on doing anything like that?
In the beginning of June, we are going to record a video for this song here for Stiletto. I've got a guy coming up from Conway, and we're going to make a video for this song.
I mean, why not? Stiletto, that sounds like it could be a very interesting video.
Actually, it's about a stripper, but it's about a stripper she's stuck in it, because, it's kind of hard to get out of that because, there's a lot of good money in it, and there's a lot of party scenes behind it, and then she's just trying to break out of it, but she feels kind of trapped.
Yeah, I did hear that a couple strip clubs there in Fayetteville are closed right now. Maybe you can just take over and shoot some video there or something.
That would be awesome,
Or you can make your own stage. I'm sure you could find one. Or
I think better placement for the song is like some people get themselves into situations in life where they just have to provide, but she's had to work hard to break herself out for her existing family and to try to grow to a different direction, because it kind of goes into those modes of we all make stupid decisions when we're younger, or we all get into things sometimes that we have a trouble getting out of, but the entire storyline is more or less growing her the opposite direction, and she's trying to find that way out.
Man, I love that you guys have this writing focus. Not every band has that, so I encourage you to keep that going. That is something that is very special with a band, that you guys can be on that page, on that plane, and talk about these songs and relate with things and stories that people are going through. So that is very cool, man. I'm stoked about Friday. Red Echo will be a part of the Local X Showcase out there at West End in Fayetteville. I wanted to ask you, you do have some influences. Of course, you guys have been rocking on the X and doing Local X. If I was to ask you, like, Cory and Chad, like, individually, if you could pick one artist that's kind of shaped Red Echo's sound for you, what artist would that be?
I feel like if I chose for both of us, like the way we talk about our music, if you took two bands and you synced them together, I would say we're on the vibe of Eclectic Seether. That moves into a Pantera.
I love that. Yeah.
Mikey's, he's a big Black Label Society fan.
Yeah.
Jack Wild.
It's kind of like when Kill Switch Engage first came out, and they created the heavies with the harmonies. I feel like that's kind of where we're at finally, is being able to take that into a heavy or headbanging motion, but also bring it back down with some harmony, some good groove, and a hook. I feel like that's where we're at. We're not screaming all the time. We're singing, but there are still those backfilling things. So, you could compare it to All That Remains. Something like that.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. I think Red Echo should sound like Red Echo, which is always great, but taking some inspiration from that and from the sound and the energy, which is always great. And that's what's going to happen on Friday out there at West End. You have two other bands. Who's going to be out at that show with you? When you're out there doing those live shows, do you have some, ride or die Red Echo fans out there with you?
Well, of course, our family, like our wives and stuff like that.
Some regular faces.
We do see regular faces.
Some of the other ones that supported us for a really long time, they'll still show out. Like, a lot of times when we have shows and put stuff out, a guy named Ed Bridle, he used to follow us around on the road.
He showed up to shows out of state.
That's amazing.
He would show us up out of state, but yeah.
Yeah, ride or dies, man. I'm sure he's stoked to hear that new music and see you guys doing what you're doing. You do inspire people, I'm telling you. Say your wives show up there, your partners, people that are there, really proud of you. Same way, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you guys, too, for keeping it going and getting that writing done. And stoked to showcase this brand new tune called Stiletto, and you can hear it live. You guys are rocking it live on Friday, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can hear it live out there at West End, and we're going to hear it right now here on the Livewire. Cory, Chad, man, it is awesome catching up with you. I look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Awesome.
Another line right up her nose. Never eats, never sleeps. She just heeds the calling. Dreams of one day when she's running away from a life in the lines in a so-called fame. She only wants to be somebody. She can't give it all away. When she tries to numb the pain, she only wants to be somebody. She can't give it all. As she moves across the stage, she only wants to be somebody She can't give it all away as she tries to numb the pain.